Right, it's time to give the mower a good once over. It's not running particularly well. I'm hoping it's simply just the fact that the air filter is old and clogged up, but it's kind of stalling every now and then. So what I've done is bought a service kit, so we'll have a go at doing that. So what I've done is just bought a basic service kit, which is simply plug, filter and oil. And this one, it was only £8 more for a new blade. What I'll probably do then is put this new one on, take the other one off, and we'll sharpen that and just have it ready to swap out maybe halfway through the year. Now before we had an old Honda and I could swear by that thing, it was amazing. But it finally gave up. Anyway, I ended up with Grandad's old one, and it's actually not that old, it's 2006, so it's pretty young realistically, and I don't know if it's been replaced by another model, but it's all good, and it's a roller model, which is what I prefer. What I'll probably do is just take it over onto that rough bit of soil, which is going to be cleared out soon, rather than do it on the grass. We'll drain the oil out, and then we'll come back and swap out that blade, change the filter. Hopefully we'll be good to go. Before we do anything, I'm just going to fire it up to see if that issue is still there. That's not ideal because usually it starts first time every time. It's not itself. Not too much fuel in there, so hopefully we'll be okay. There we go. So you can see this blade here, it's probably the original, but the front edge there is all chipped just from where I've hit bits and bobs, and also it's probably therefore not balanced. You know, you really want to make sure that's all sorted, but we should be able to regrind that down nicely. Okay, so the lead's already off anyway. Take the spark plug out. My socket set hasn't got a big enough spark plug socket. I can actually get a spanner on there, so I'll do that. Put out the recycling, we're just going to tip it. Gosh, I'd say that was a bit overdue. It's black as Guinness. Oh, that's a bit better, isn't it? Look at that. Alright, last job is the air filter, which I'm secretly hoping is the source of our problems, which I'm pretty sure is not the case, because it did fire up okay on the choke. I mean, admittedly, it is filthy, so we could be in luck. In you get. Once they go, you can only do them by hand, can't you? There we go. Yeah, he's pretty grubby. But if it was firing, it was firing, so I'm not sure if this is going to help. But we may as well do it now. Alright, that's not going anywhere. That's all good. So let's just check our oil level again quickly. Alright, let's see if any of that's helped. I have brought some carb cleaner down at the workshop just in case we need to have a little blowout, but I think she's singing sweetly again. What I'm going to do is go and do a couple of other things I need to get done in the house, come back out, give it a good cut, touch wood, we're all good. Right, let's lose the old oil before the ducks have a go on that. Right, we'll come back to that. Enough of the amateur mechanics. Here are a few subscribers projects sent in this evening for my last minute plea to see if anyone wanted anything featured. So Dave Wiltshire's been working on patio and hard landscaping out the back of his place. Serious size patio this, and he's been roping it in his dad to give him a hand. A really substantial job, so it looks like all the prep's been done really well. So nice one, ready for the summer. Matt Sadler sent in this project, which is wall cladding, very similar to our own, and looking good, smartening up an old wall. Then Lee sent in this project. I assume this is from a little while back, but turning an old garden lawn into a really smart patio, oak sleeper surround, and a gazebo with porcelain tiles. Next up, Tim Grubb sent in this wood store that he's built, and also an outdoor wood stove, which is pretty cool, and also made a brick built bench to go alongside it. Next up, Gareth has given his old garden fence a bit of a facelift by installing horizontal Douglas fir timbers over the top to give a bit more privacy and also give it a really nice warm look, and he's going to preserve that with the UV oil to stop it greying. And last but not least, this is a bit of a cheat because he's a professional, but Simon Bowler, I've been picking his brains on Instagram for some tips and tool hints for the oak framing, but he's done this amazing Iroko patio design, just endless amounts of joinery going on there, and also this oak frame, which isn't a million miles off what we've done, but apart from, he's got this amazing circular brace feature, which is just super cool. So big thank you to him, and if you can, find him on Instagram because he's got some great projects every week. And as far as us, apart from having a baby and DIY delivery in the bathroom, we've been doing a bit of work on the utility in the bathroom, and this week I've been stealing an hour each evening to work on the mystery vegetable garden project, and this is all I'm going to give you, but it's a really cool project, and hopefully it'll be all done and dusted and ready for next week. So let's head back, see if that mower works. Well, I managed to get up here done as well. It's a bit tricky lugging that mower up to the top here each time, but it's worth it because this gets seen by the house most of the time. So otherwise, you know, if I had a lightweight mower up here, you just wouldn't get the same finish. There's quite a lot of weeds in the lawn at the moment, so I need to sort that out in a few days' time. In the winter, when the birds are out constantly, we find that they really kind of keep the weed level down, and moss is just a zero problem. They kind of rake it out, and there's no moss now, but the clover and stuff's coming up, and if we want to keep control of that, then it needs a bit of work now. I still need to have a little bit of a play with that mower. I mean, I'm not too mechanically minded, but I do want to try and see if I can just bump the revs slightly on it, because it's so much slower to mow with than the Honda. I don't know if the tick over it or the revs or whatever are different, or the maybe it's just the drive speed. So I need to look into it. I don't want to overstress the engine, but it'd be good if it was just a little bit quicker, because it's quite a bit of grass to mow. Actually, while we're up here, I'll show you, this is the old mower. Like I said, I'm sure you could repair it, but it's a good 25 years old, I think, now. And I'd already repaired the deck here by riveting extra metal on where all this had, you can see holes coming through everywhere. But the cord had snapped, the carb was just really playing up on it. So this one is off for, I don't know, recycling centre. I'm sure someone will get some scrap out of it. But she did well. She was a good workhorse. Love this time of year when everything starts bursting into colour. I also love the fact that very little of all that we planted. I mean, we've put in some stuff, but none of that. There's a real legacy from the old guy who used to live here, who's passed away now, but just goes to show you that, you know, all when that was put in, we found his planting notes behind a kitchen cabinet, and that was back in the 90s. So some of those have just been kind of coming up and down each season for 20 or 30 years. It's amazing what you can do when you plan out a garden and you plant stuff. It really does stay for generations. Never featured it, but these are the chicks that the girls hatched out. We hatched them out in the dining room in the incubator. 4 girls, 2 boys, so the numbers weren't too bad. The girls will be staying. It depends how noisy you guys end up. Ducks have somehow ended up being spoilt and having full reign of the garden, even though Frank has turned into a real pest and is just harassing chickens constantly. So not quite sure what the end game is for him. And I know we've done the full video already, but another week on and check out the willow. This stuff grows faster than anything I've ever seen other than weeds. But I guess it's just that time of year to be looking after garden machinery and tools. Another job I've got to sort out is that cheap Titan hedge trimmer I've got. Needs a little bit of work on that, so that'll be a future little one to do. But yeah, if you look after the tools, they'll look after you, as they say. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.